Hello, welcome to day 10 of machine learning interview preparation. Today we'll discuss about inheritance and its type, and we'll also see an example of single inheritance. So in Python, inheritance is a basic, fundamental concept because Python is object-oriented program. It's a object-oriented programming language, so it allows a class, a so-called child class, to inherit the properties and methods from a parent class. It is done through a super keyword. So there will be a parent class and there will be a child class. Child class will inherit the property and method. Properties means attributes. A mammal class has attribute they have here, right? That is an attribute. So it the child class will inherit that attribute, and method is a function. So child class inherits properties and attributes, attributes and method from the parent class. So that is the basic concept of inheritance. uh, it is done through super keyword, and another way is to use class name itself. So we'll look into that. So why do we need inheritance? So we need inheritance to reuse the code, because we can use inheritance so that we can use parent class properties and method in a child class. So I'll show you an example. So that is the basics about inheritance. So let's first see the single inheritance. So in single inheritance, there will be one parent class and one child class, and child class will inherit attribute and property of a parent class. So there will be one parent and one child. So that is called single inheritance. So let me show you an example of a mammal that we used last time. So class mammal. Let's say mammal has here true. So this is a class attribute. So let me just do this one first, and then we'll see what single inheritance does. So let me create another class. Let's say mammal. The mammal example would be human. Let's say human has, let's say, number of legs, right? Number of legs. So it is 2. So we have one class mammal and another class human. Mammal has here and human has number of legs. I mean, the human has 2 legs, right? So if I create an object of human, h1, let's say, I can create an object. If I want to see the value of this attribute, I can just write h1 dot number of legs. So human has two number of legs. I mean, they have 2 legs. Can I do this? So if I try to do h1 dot has here, can I do this? The answer is no, because this object only knows what happens inside this class. It doesn't know what's inside the mammal class, right? So I want to reuse this property, let's say has here, inside the human, then I can inherit that property. So how do I do that? So I would do that like this. So let me do this example. So the basic concept is one object cannot look other class. This is a human class object, right? It cannot look into mammal class attributes and method. So that is the whole concept. If we want to make if we want to make sure h1 looks inside the mammal class as well, So we need inheritance in that case. So class mammal, class human. So if I want to use this property, this is a class attribute. So if I want to use this property inside human, I have to pass a mammal class as an argument. And now I have to call mammal class init inside human class init using super method. So if I do h1 equals to human and h1 dot has here, it will be true because we inherited mammal class inside human, and human is a child class now and mammal is a parent class. Previously, without inheritance, we couldn't access has here attribute inside the mammal, but now when we inherited mammal class inside human class, then we were able to access the attributes of mammal class. We can also access the methods as well. Let's say def uh, display class attribute. So let's say this is the function we would return. Let's say I'll print f string has here equals to this one. So if I do this, I'm just displaying the value of has here inside display class attribute method. So it is a method of class mammal. So if I call this one as one dot display class attribute, I can just reuse that. Sorry, I have to run this one, and oh, it should be self dot has here. Self dot has here equals to true. So I was able to print this one, or I can just write. Let me remove this one for the clean formatting. Has here equals to has here equals to true. So I was able to reuse this method of mammal class using human class object because I inherited mammal class inside human class. So this is the basic example of single inheritance. In the next video, we'll see an example of multiple inheritance. Thank you.